Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to sit down and talk a bit about Best Buy and why it is one of the best places to buy your gaming hardware from. Now I know Best Buy has kind of a tainted reputation across the hardware community because of some of the bad press that I got back in the earlier years, but I think that recently within this pandemic and within this time period of mass demand for gaming hardware, that Best Buy is going to be a lot of people's best option. Now, before we get into this video, make sure that if you do end up enjoying that you guys leave a like on the video. It helps this video get recommended to other people who might be interested in it. As well, if you guys end up wanting to watch more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I mostly just make videos about computer hardware, which includes reviews, suggestions, tier lists, and a bunch of other stuff relating to computers. So again, if that's of interest to you, feel free to hit that button down below. Alright, so first I just want to talk about Best Buy's tainted reputation that I talked about a little bit ago. When it comes down to it, I think most of the people who don't necessarily think that Best Buy is a good place to buy from, they basically just take a look at the products itself, or they haven't taken a look at Best Buy's stuff recently. Back a couple of years ago, a lot of tech YouTubers and general hardware enthusiasts had some pretty negative opinions of Best Buy, and back then they pretty much just were not a good place to buy from. At that point in time, Best Buy didn't have a whole lot of selection, and most of their PCs consisted of Dell, Acer, or HP pre-builds, which all lacked in quality and in their price to performance. But even to this day, there are still some videos that come out every now and then that talk about how bad a particular Best Buy system is. And I don't necessarily disagree with them. There are going to be PCs at Best Buy that are terrible, but that is just kind of like buying something off of Amazon or Newegg. Best Buy is just the store. They don't make the PCs. So I don't think that it is completely fair to say that this PC is absolute trash, so Best Buy is trash, when in fact the PC is made by some other company. And that brings me to my first part here about why Best Buy is a great option to go with your gaming PC. If we take a look at their site, we can see that there are a ton of different PCs that they sell, and all of them come from different brands and in at different price points. Like I said before, some of these systems I would not recommend to people, but there are a ton of other ones that I would recommend to anyone. These Lenovo Legion PCs are some of the best value and well-built systems that you're going to find on the market. And even some of the IBuypower and Cyberpower PCs are pretty good for the money. As you can see, just from looking at all the PCs on here, it's pretty much impossible to say that all of their PCs suck when they sell so many different ones. Now, I know that there are a lot of Cyberpower and IBuypower PCs here, and recently there have been some videos saying some bad things about those systems, mainly the Gamers Nexus videos, and I don't disagree with Steve whatsoever with his findings and conclusions. Both of these companies are getting massive influxes of orders from everywhere, so their quality control is not being upheld as it should. The fact is, though, this is how most of these PC companies are operating to get these PCs sent out as fast as possible. Even then, it takes about 2 months for people to get their PCs from these companies, and if the PC comes broken, it's going to take them anywhere from another 1 to 3 months to get a replacement for the system. But here is where another advantage of buying from Best Buy comes in. Best Buy is an actual store, and a lot of people in the United States have access to one. There are about 1,000 of them in the continental United States, so again, the chances of having one close enough for you to drive to are pretty high. This fact solves both of those two problems brought up just a bit ago. It takes forever to get a system once you order it, and because quality assurance for most of these companies is terrible right now, the chances of needing a replacement or some sort of refund are pretty high, which again takes forever for these companies to fix. And here are a couple of ways that Best Buy solves this issue. The first is, even if you order a PC online from Best Buy, or any product of theirs for that matter, you cannot buy an item unless it is in stock at one of their nearby stores or one of their warehouses. Companies like Cyberpower and IBuypower do not do this. A lot of times they will let customers order products without even having one in stock, which causes this massive wait time for the customer. When you go in store to a Best Buy, you are going to walk out with the same PC that you were going to buy online the same day. If you order online from Best Buy, it is only going to take the time it takes for them to pack and ship the product. When it comes to fixing quality control issues, again, there is pretty much no other place to buy from. If you buy a Cyberpower PC from their site, for instance, and it came damaged and it doesn't work, you would have to file a return or replacement claim, repackage the PC, and ship it back to them. You would then have to wait a couple of weeks for them to process your return, and if you wanted a replacement, you would have to wait another 2 months for them to get you another PC. When you buy that same Cyberpower PC from Best Buy and it comes broken, you don't don't have to send it back to Cyberpower. Just take it to your local Best Buy, and even if you bought it online from Best Buy, they will either repair the system for you for free, issue you an immediate refund, or if they have that PC in stock at their store, they'll just give you a new one. Another huge plus for me is being able to test out the systems before I buy them. I know that this mostly pertains to laptops because most of the time there isn't a whole lot to do with a desktop PC on display, but for me, I want to be able to test out the laptop before I make a purchase. I want to make sure that the screen size is right. I want to make sure that I like the keyboard, the screen, the trackpad, basically anything that isn't necessarily about the specs and more about the feel. That experience isn't something that you can have when you're buying a product online, and for me that's a big deal because I usually spend a pretty good amount of money on my laptop, so making sure that I like everything about it is very important. In general, I think that buying from Best Buy or any physical store is going to be the better experience for the majority of people rather than buying that item online. Sure, there is the fact that you will actually have to go out of your house to go get it, but for me personally, I think that is well worth it for all the reasons that I stated above. Also, I think it's just kind of a fun experience to go into a store with a bunch of tech in it just to kind of go and look around. Now, before I end this video, I just want to say that while I used Best Buy as the main case in this video, this argument can be made for any retail tech store, whether that be Micro Center or any other local tech store you may have around you. I'm personally not a huge fan of buying stuff online just because of the fact that the experiences and the upsides from buying my tech from my local Micro Center or Best Buy are just so much better. And I'm no activist or anything, but there have been a ton of things coming out recently about how Amazon treats their drivers and facility workers, and I'm pretty happy with myself that I don't really buy anything from Amazon these days because I'm fortunate to have enough of these stores around me. So to those of you who either have a Best Buy, a Micro Center, or just a local PC shop near you, I would say go and give those guys a visit before you hop online to order your next piece of tech. If you love tech, I'm sure you're going to love walking around those places and just seeing all the kind of stuff that they have on those shelves, and I'm sure they're probably going to have some pretty good deals for you as well. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you end up enjoying it. It also helps this video get recommended to other people, and if you want to see more content like this or just general tech content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. Thanks for taking time out of your day to stop by, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.